Let's go. Is this working? You're back. Woo! So it's just a black screen. So I feel like I'm just gonna just yap. I don't know. Let's go. Is this working? You're back. Woo! So it's just a black screen. So I feel like I'm just gonna. Alright. Yap. What should we even do? Let's go. Is this working? You're back. Woo! Whoa. So it's just a black screen. Wake up. Wake up. It's the first of the month. Wake up. Wake up. It's the first of the month. Wake up. It's literally just a black screen. But here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how to screen share. Yeah, let me just. Let's see this. Oh, I see now. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be playing more pointless websites. I didn't finish this. So I got the website set up. So here we are. Got all this. Go. Zoom quill. I don't like this. I don't like this already. Invisible cow. They reset my points. Okay. This again. Is that it? Alright, so what I found is if we go William Hosa, this cool guy right here, look at his cool face, go all the way down, Sproin, I get to like those stuff, separate links. Anyways, I get to make like this little boingy thing. So I have a challenge for everyone watching here, probably none. that I want you to go and just see. Okay. So yeah, that's not working. You know what I should do? Actually, what should I do? What should I really do? Just like do right now. Hopefully this works. Nope, wait a minute. Nope, it's not working. Delete in the trash. So I'm gonna add a display capture, a window capture. Yes, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I have a good idea. Hold on. I have an amazing idea. What if we play Roblox? Crazy idea. Just absolutely crazy. Let me set everything up. It is going to take a while. I mean, I've still got Sproing open. Actually, let me just share Sproing. Because you could make like living like cells. So let me just window capture, add source, window, this window. Done. Alright, so what I have here is exactly what you think it is. It is Sproing, although there is like this, like, I don't know how to like fix this. Maybe if I get the taskbar out of the way. I don't know. This is gonna have to work. I'm gonna have to see exactly what it looks like. Actually, not. Never mind. Let me see exactly what the chat. No, not the chat. What the stream looks like. Hold on. Let me delete this Windows capture. I should have added it. Damn it. You know what? Freaking. I'm gonna add it back. Don't tell me that I exited out of my group. Okay, this isn't exited out. Window capture. Source. Window capture. Window. Spoin. Done. So it might be a bit cut off, but I didn't have to cut you off. Make it like it never happened. Okay, that's copyrighted. But yeah, it seems a bit cool. Oh, I mean, I didn't want to do that, but you know, here's the thing. I'm gonna try to make a living, breathing organism, and I actually have made one before. It's actually pretty fun. So what this organism is going to be designed to do is it's going to spit out these balls, these cells, and what these cells are going to do is then they're going to create new organisms. As you can see, the organism is already moving. I mean, it's got some concept of where it's going. And look, it's already throwing out. some of its insides. Sometimes, if it moves a lot, it could throw out like a lot. Alright, so it is throwing out its insides, and it's throwing out them the more we add to this. So just threw out cells, and it's already trying to start throwing out. So its only purpose is to reproduce. And just create new organisms. And what this thing does is the more organisms you feed it, the more balls you give it. Okay, you know what? This is sounding weird. But the more things you give it, the more balls it's going to throw out and the more organisms you can make. That's why I'm going to use an auto clicker to get infinite balls and connect them to the large structure. As you can see, we already are starting to make some sort of polygon. This organism is going to be really important. And hopefully, look, we're already creating like triangles over there. Look at that, and then it just reconnected. I'm telling you right now that this is going to work. And then just look at this. So what happens is, if I turn on balls attract each other, it becomes a center of mass, almost like a comet, and it spits even more out and just walks all the way over there. It almost orbits. So look at this. Like, it's creating these structures, even though it's a different structure. So we have like this one. This one was completely made by it. I didn't add this ball in. Well, of course I added this ball in, but it was immediately ejected from it, and this one wasn't part of a separate organism. Well, you know what? All of these are added in. All of these balls I added in, but they were supposed to be part of this mega structure. So basically, this organism just reproduces all these balls and creates these new polygons that I didn't make. I didn't make these polygons. They were automatically connected. Now it does start to get a bit laggy, so that's why I'm going to refresh the page. But what I really want to do is the balls attract each other, which completely removes all gravity and almost makes an outer space simulation. As you can see, the more balls we add it, the more it's going to attract and the more it's going to collide. But I want to create a star system made completely out of these green balls, and of course it got too close to its center of gravity, so it didn't work. Now the structure has 5 balls. It's not exactly the same, but I'm pretty sure that the more that it starts to basically orbit. Okay, alright, it's already forming a pentagram. This isn't good. But let's add more balls to this structure. More of these green cells. The more green cells we add to this enormous structure. As you can see, the separate object immediately is attracted to it. It wasn't attracted to it before. Why is it attracted to it now? Well, it's because it has an excess number of balls attached. And when they collide, it spins and just goes out of control. Here we have the moon. Over here, we have Earth. Now the moon is attracted to Earth. Of course, gravitationally. And it will want to crash into it. But it can't. Why is this? Well, as I bring it over here, its orbit doesn't even become an orbit. It spirals out of control. Eventually it does become an orbit. And when it does become an orbit, it almost works as the Earth rotating around the sun. The moon is supposed to be tightly locked. Because something else caused it, it crashed into it, giving the Earth more mass. So now we have an object added with extra mass. So, make an even larger object. So 2 polygon square. 3 polygon? 4 polygon? Let's add all these balls. Now eventually, it's going to get larger, so it's not attracted to it anymore because it's already large enough to have its own gravity. The object that we had before is now attracted to it, even though it was claimed to be the largest object ever. Let's say collide. Basically, what we're seeing here is a black hole. The balls have density now when they collide. Well, they already did have density, but the density is so extreme that when these two collide, they spit some of the matter out and go absolutely crazy. Anything in the area will automatically be attracted to it, no matter what it does, even if this does calm down a little bit so that's not ejecting matter left and right. Everything. These two balls collided, creating a black hole, which sucks anything in, doesn't matter how big it possibly could get. Unless we had a black hole more massive. Unless we have a polygon more massive than the black hole will collide with it. Now, what this does is that when the black hole collides with the other black hole, it just creates a new black hole, giving no original black hole. It deletes all the memory of the old black hole, basically deleting the two old black holes and just adding in mass added by the two. If we have one solar mass black hole and two solar mass black hole, we would have a three solar mass black hole with no information of the past black holes. Clean slate, automatically new. So basically, anything that gets thrown into a black hole will never come out ever, ever, ever. Not only because of gravity, but because its entire molecular structure will be quantumly deleted and will never exist again. Now, I have a good question. If I do a new tab, you'll see it, right? Yeah, you'll see it. Okay. Let me just delete this for a minute because I have to do something off camera. Why am I speaking in a British accent? Like, why am I doing that? Wait, I had another stream on, didn't it? Yo, wait a minute. Speaking in a British accent. Absolutely crazy. Anything in the area will automatically be attracted to it, no matter what it does. Even if this does calm down a little bit so that's not ejecting matter left and right. Yo, I can't even hear this. These two balls. I can't even hear my stream. Like, it's not even possible to hear it now. Like, this is so dim. No, so faint. So faint, man. Okay, this is deeply troubling. The black hole has gotten almost maximum. I don't even know. I have one viewer that wasn't even watching it. Who's watching my stream? Who's watching it? I'm going to find you. I don't even know. Because I'm not watching it. It's just me. I have one viewer that wasn't even watching it. Who's watching my stream? Who's watching it? I'm going to find you. I don't even know. Because I'm not watching it. Doesn't say two people watching. It says one person watching. It's just me. Now it says 0 people. Great. Great. Oh my gosh. And I'm sitting here watching a black hole. balls attract one another. Balls fall down almost like gravity. So not center of gravity. Kind of refreshing. What if we had a black hole? A black hole is something of infinite density. So let's create a really dense object. Let's turn on balls attract each other. How would this be affected? Now, there's many balls, but they're extremely dense. Ejecting matter everywhere, putting matter in. Science beam. Science beam. There we go. They almost seem to have a mind of their own. If I rip them off, look at this. He's trying to find a way. he realized that he couldn't find a way up there, so he found a way through there to collide. He did it. He collided, but there's a problem. Stuck. Let's say we add an object of similar size, similar mass, basically the same object. We add its twin. Now, I have a question. How would they be able to collide to each other, even though they're in different universes? Well, to the border of the two universes, depending on where they are. Look at this. Look at this demonstration. So they effectively problem solve with gravity. Inanimate objects use gravity as their brains. That's my theory. So, you know how gravity attracts other objects toward it? Like when you jump, that's why you fall. Basic stuff like that. Well, that's because gravity has a mind of its own and automatically puts things in the center. Collapses them automatically. Now, eventually, the gravitational bonds that make up this will break because they're fading away. They don't have movements. But what if we add another object? How would this other object collide? It would collide by lighting up the entire area. These objects have less gravity, but now they have more gravity. So, let's picture this. A normal object. This normal blocky object. But then there's a block. There's a separate universe that they're unable to get in. However, the law says that balls attract each other. They are composed entirely made of balls. These balls have had gravitational bonds to keep them connected. So, but they can't connect. They're separated between two universes. Well, the gravity is so strong that they connect via the border. And they will always make this shape. They will always make this cube, so they're automatically connected. But I have a question. What if that bond was forcibly broken? Forcibly. Somehow, and they just get tangled up. What if one of the balls of that structure was on the other side of the other border of the universe? Well, now we have a dilemma. You have to move across the universe in order to get there. Now, what if two balls were there? Now we have an extreme problem. 3. What if we add more balls to the structure? And then those balls eventually go down. 5? 6 even? That's when we reach a breaking point. That object can't support it anymore. It would basically be impossible to get the other object back in the other universe unless by force that they automatically phase through. Once that is done, we're back with the original structure. Two objects, extremely identical, in two different universes. But let's think for a moment. What if this was a universe? What if this was just a block in one infinite universe? Well, if that is true, then they would still have the same gravity as if they were in a separate universe. They would still make the same shape, same everything. However, this isn't fair. They always connect, no matter what. So what if we do that? We yank the forces off, and we break them apart. Well, I have a question. It's a pretty serious one. This isn't fair. They always connect. These objects in two different universes will always attract each other. So what if there was a larger force, larger than all of them combined 1,000,000 times? Balls attracting downward, normal gravity. Well, the balls would fall downward. However, in the two different universes, or this block in this one infinite universe, something would happen. Because this universe has a limit, and this universe doesn't, the one in all black, but the other one, the one with the red lining. Because of that, gravity works different. 3 main points of this quadrilateral polygon would fall to the center. Oh, that's just a watermelon. One of them being the main height. Now, eventually, like all things, time would speed up and would cause the big rip to happen, deleting all of the atoms, all of the balls, all of the polygons, one by one, until there are no more balls left. Now, eventually, once the last ball disappears, there will be a shell of its remains sitting there. And the last ball is gone. And because the last balls are gone, what we have here is a red cube, red square in this infinite universe, sitting there waiting to become its own universe, which we will do. Now, when it is lit up green, but it's always green, when it is almost always lit up green, lit up light green and not dark green, that means that its atoms are excited, or stimulant. They are experiencing stimulation, almost like our brains. And when these atoms are experiencing... Alright, you know what? I just have an interesting question. What would happen? Actual question. If the barrier in the universes had its own barrier? A smaller one. With its own species. How would that species interact? Well, automatically, the smaller species would be attracted to the large species on the outside of the border. But that doesn't matter, because what does matter is the object inside, and the object in the other border. Now, defining the laws of physics, I'm just going to go ahead and say out there that these two will never meet. They will never be gravitationally pulled. And this one's atoms are barely becoming excited. Let's remake this. Well, the other organism wants to go in the other universe, but it can't. Oh no! Now its materials are ripping off and ripping apart violently. Call 1-866-WAPD.